This is how to integrate your eXp email address with Gmail so that you get your emails in your Gmail account. Okay, so we are going to click the little gear icon. So you log into your Gmail account, click the gear icon, and then click all settings, see all settings. Top you see one of the tabs is accounts and import. Click on that, and then you're going to add another email address. Okay, so this is send mail as, add another email address. In the field here, you're going to enter your eXp South Africa email address, which is first name dot last name at expsouthafrica.co.za. Okay, you got it. That's your eXp email address in there. You then click next step. Right, you're going to have to change the SMTP server. This is the first thing. So this needs to be mail.expglobal.partners. Okay, leave that at 587. Your username is your email address. I'm just going to select it from the drop down, but you type your eXp email address in there, which is first name dot surname at expsouthafrica.co.za, and then the password is the password that you set up for your eXp passport, and then you click add account. All right, we're going to save that. Yes. Okay, you then get an email, as you can see I've got here, which I'm going to click on, which asks me to confirm. There's a little link in the email which I'm going to click to confirm it. Click to return to Gmail. Okay, confirm. Success. Okay, I suppose let me drag this in here so you can see it. So I clicked the link in the email I received, and then gave me success. So click here to return to the Gmail account. Whoa, I'm going to click it. Now I should be able to compose an email. Okay, so and I can choose. So when I compose an email now, you can see it defaults to using my Gmail account, which is stephenjohnston.com@gmail.com. But I'm assuming as I click this down arrow, I can choose the other account. Yes, there we go. So now I can send as stephen.johnston@expsouthafrica.co.za. I'm going to do a test. I'm going to send this to myself. Stephen@stephenjohnston.com, another one of my email addresses. Testing the Gmail account. Okay, let's send this email. Okay, good. The email has just arrived. Okay, excellent. So it's sending emails correctly, and it's sent it from my eXp email address. Excellent. Now I'm going to, why don't I just reply? So this email, let me just drag it in here so you can see it. This is now going from my other email address, stephenjohnston.com, but I'm sending it to my eXp South Africa email address, and it's just going to say test 2. So when I send this now, it should come into the Gmail inbox here now.
What's recommended is to either use like an email client like Outlook, or if you can use maybe Thunderbird. I think Mozilla Thunderbird is one you can use as well. But it would have to be some form of an email client on your computer that you would use. I
can tell you why. Sorry, Z. I can tell you why this guy wants this. He has a CRM system that integrates with his Gmail account, which then integrates with the property portals here. So when he gets leads from the property portals, they through the CRM system, the emails come into his Gmail address, and then they automatically then go into his CRM system. So he wants to use Gmail as his interface. Is there a way to forward eXp email addresses? Could we not just forward the address to a Gmail address?
Right. So at this time, we're not supposed to set anything like that up. There's not any I guess way that they've put in place for us to do that.
Okay, so you can't use Gmail as your mail client.
Right. We're supposed to use for you guys when we set up international accounts. We have the webmail that you can use, or you could use, like I said, Outlook, or you could use Thunderbird, or any other email client on your computer. But Gmail, which is a webmail client, we don't have a way to set that up for forwarding, or at least not at this time.
Okay, all right. Well, at least it answers the question. Thanks, Z.
All right. You have a great one.
Yeah, you too. Cheers, man. So how can you get the eXp email address feeding into your Google inbox? How do you get those emails coming into Google? Well, it's not a perfect solution, okay? But what we can do is set up a forwarding rule on your mail client. So the mail client is, what program do you use on your computer for email, or what is the email program on your computer, even if you don't use it? So on a Mac, which is what I'm on, the email app is just called Mail. Okay, on a PC, it's probably Outlook. So I'm not going to show you how to do an Outlook because I don't have a PC, but I'll show you how to do this on a Mac, and I'm pretty sure the same will apply on a PC using Outlook. There will be some way you can set up a rule that all emails that come into eXp South Africa get forwarded to your Gmail address. Now, how do you do that on your mail? Well, I've already set it up because I've been testing it, but I'm just going to show you what it looks like. You go to Mail, and then you click Preferences. And in the little box that opens up, you'll see there's a bunch of tabs on the top here. The very right-hand side is one called Rules. Click on that. Now, if you've never been into the rules before on a Mac, there is a rule that comes pre-populated in here that says Apple News. What I want you to do is highlight that one and remove it. Okay, this is part of, there's a little glitch in the system with Mac, and it took me a lot of Googling to figure this out, but you got to go and delete that rule. Okay, then set up a new rule, which you click Add Rule, and you can give it whatever name you want. I've called this one eXp Emails Forwarding to Gmail. And the way you set it up is by doing this. If you must select all of the following conditions are met. Number one, this is the first rule. You just select from this drop down every message. So it's going to do it to every message. But because you've said all, you can create a second criterion, and it has to match the second criterion as well. Why do you have to put every message in here first? I don't know. This was just part of the glitch, and this is part of the fix on the glitch. So choose every message and then click the little plus button. It'll open up a second option for you to enter, a second list of criterion. Here you're going to click to. So if to contains, and then write your eXp email address in there. So in my case, it's stephen.johnston@exp-south-africa.co.za. So if somebody sends an email to me on my eXp email address, what is going to happen? Well, forward the message. So you click the drop down, you find forward message to, and then you type in your Gmail account email address. You forward the message to your Gmail account, and then in here, this message thing here, I have selected to put a little message at the top of that email when it forwards, forwarded from my Mac. Now, if you are setting up rules on your Gmail inbox, for example, dealing with leads coming in from P24, etc., you may want to put some text in here that you can then formulate a rule with when you get to your Gmail inbox. You might have to listen to that a few times to understand what I just said. Right, so the rule is now set up, and when I get emails to my eXp email address now, I have checked and they do now land in my Gmail inbox. Okay, so if you're on a PC, you're going to have to figure out how to do that on Outlook. I'm assuming it'll be a simple exercise in Outlook as well. Okay, so it's a bit of a cobbled together fix, but I'm sure you can get it working if you want to use Gmail as your primary email interface.